Hello, my dear students in 4th primary. How are you? Welcome to our new lesson in math under the supervision of the Ministry of Education تحت رعاية وإشراف وزارة التربية والتعليم. Today's lesson is talking about the triangle. Today we will know all about the triangles. Okay, let's start with the question. What is triangle? The triangle is a polygon which have 3 sides and 3 angles. Again, triangle is a polygon which has 3 sides and 3 angles. Okay? We can classify the triangles in 2 different types. According to the measures of its angles, we can classify triangles according to the measures of its angles in 3 types, and we will discuss it, and according to the lengths of its sides. And the triangle are classified according to the lengths of its sides into 3 types. Okay, let's see all together. According to the measures of its angles. Before starting to know the types of the triangles, we should know information about the angles. Okay, what is the angle? An angle has 2 sides that share a common end point. Like we see here, I have 2 sides and this point is called the angle. Here I have 3 different shapes of the angle. Okay? Now, what we need to know about angles? The point where the sides meet is called the vertex. Again, the point where the sides meet is called the vertex. Who can tell me where is the vertex here? Yes? This point is called the vertex, point B. Why? Because this point where the 2 sides meet at it. So, B is the vertex in the first shape. Let's see the second angle. Where's the vertex? Yes. Y is the vertex. Why? Because the 2 sides meet at this point. So, I called point Y is the vertex. Let's see the third one. Letter M or point M is the vertex. Why? Because the 2 sides intersect at this point. So, I called it the vertex. Okay. Now, angles are classified according to their measures in 3 types. The first type of the angles, an acute angle, which is less than 90. Again, what is the acute angle? Acute angle is less than 90. Let's say some examples. Okay, if I have angle 45, is it acute angle? Yes, it is acute angle. Why? Because 45 is less than 90. Okay. What is the second type of the angle? An obtuse angle, which is more than 90. Again, obtuse angle is more than 90, but it must be less than 180. Again, obtuse angle is more than 90, but must be less than 180. Okay, now if I have, for example, angle 80, is it an obtuse angle? No. Why? Because 80 is less than 90 degree. Okay, what about if I have angle 120 degree? Is it an obtuse angle? Yes. Why? Because 120 is between 90 and 180. Let's see the third type of the angles. A right angle is 90 degree. And here in the right angle, it must be exactly 90 degrees. Okay, if I have angle, for example, 95 degrees, is it right angle? No. Why? Because right angle is exactly 90 degrees. Again, acute angle must be less than 90 degrees. Any number less than 90 degrees, it is acute angle. Okay? Second type, obtuse angle. It must be more than 90 and less than 180. That means it must be between 90 and 180 degrees. Okay, and the right angle, as I said, that the right angle must be exactly 90 degrees. Now, as I said before, triangles can be classified according to the measures of its angles into 3 types. Let's see the first type. The first type is acute angled triangle. Acute angled triangle. Okay. What is the acute angled triangle? Here in this triangle, I have triangle A, B, C. Okay. Measure A equals 75 degrees and measure B equals 43 degrees and measure C equals 62 degrees. What do we notice here? We notice that the 3 angles are acute angles. What I mean by acute angles? I mean that the 3 angles are less than 90 degrees. So, who can tell me what's the type of triangle? Of course, this triangle is acute angled triangle. An acute angles triangle has 3 acute angles. Again, acute angle triangle, the 3 angles must be acute angle. Now, let's see the second type of the triangle according to the measure of its angles. The second type of the triangle according to the measures of its angles is obtuse angled triangle. What about obtuse angle triangle? Let's see this example. Here I have triangle called RPQ. Measure R equals 41 degrees. Measure P equals 105 degrees. And measure Q equals 34 degrees. Okay, now measure I, 41, yes, less than 90. So it is acute angle. But I want to say very important thing here. If I see one acute angle in a triangle, that doesn't mean that this triangle is an acute angled triangle. You must see or look at all the angles of the triangle to know what is the type of this triangle. Again, to know the type of any triangle, you must take a look at all the angles of the triangle. Okay, as we see here, measure R equals 41 degrees. That means that it is acute angle. Why? Because it is less than 90. What about measure angle P? It is 105 degrees. So 105 degrees is greater than 90. So it is an obtuse angle. Okay, and what about Q? Measure Q equals 34 degrees. So it is less than 90, then it is acute angle. Okay, so when I see only one obtuse angle, then this triangle will be obtuse angled triangle. So, what is obtuse angled triangle? An obtuse angled triangle has one obtuse angle only. It has one obtuse angle only, and the other 2 angles must be acute angles. Okay. I want to ask you, can I draw two obtuse angles in one triangle? Of course not. I cannot draw two obtuse angles in one triangle. Let's see why. Here, if I draw an obtuse angle like this, as we know that obtuse angle is more than 90. Let's draw another obtuse angle in the same triangle. It will be like this. Okay, this is an obtuse angle and this is another obtuse angle. Now, can I form a triangle? No, of course no. Why? Because the two lines, they will never intersect at one point. That's why I cannot make two or draw two obtuse angles in only one triangle. So, obtuse angle triangle has only one obtuse angle and the other two angles must be acute angles. Let's see the third type of the triangle according to the measures of its angles. The third type is called right-angled triangle. Right-angled triangle. This triangle is called ABC. As I see that measure A equals 90 degrees. Who can tell me 90 degrees means what? Yes, as I said before, 90 degrees means right angle. What about the two other angles? As we see here, measure B equals 50 degrees and measure C equals 40 degrees. It means that B and C are two acute angles. Acute angles, as we know that they are less than 90. So, in the right-angled triangle, a right-angled triangle has only one right angle and two acute angles which must be less than 90. Okay, as I said before, can I draw two right angles in one triangle? Of course, no. Here is right angle and here's another right angle. They will never intersect and I cannot form a triangle, so I cannot draw two right angles in one triangle. Now, let's see some examples. Okay, look here. In this example, the first one, I have triangle ABC. Okay, measure of angle A equals 73 degrees and measure of angle B equals 17 degrees and measure of angle C equals 90 degrees. Okay, as we all know that 73 degrees is an acute angle. Why? Because 73 is less than 90. What about measure angle B? 17 degrees is also an acute angle. Why? Because it is less than 90 degrees. And what about the 90 degree? As we all know that 90 degree is right angle. So, when I see the right angle, this triangle is called what? It is called right angled triangle. As we said before, the right angled triangle has only one right angle and two acute angles. Okay, now let's see the second example. Here's the second example. Here I have triangle called X, Y, and Z. Okay, who can tell me where is the vertex here? Yes, Y is the vertex. Why? Because the two sides intersect at this point. The two sides which are X, Y, and Y, Z intersects at this point, which is called the vertex. Okay, then y is the vertex. Now, what about the angles in this triangle? Measure of angle x equals 30 degree. 30 degree means what? Yes, 30 degree is less than 90. So it is acute angle, less than 90. What about measure angle z? Angle z equals 40 degree. 40 degree means what? Is 40 less than 90 or greater than 90? Yes, 40 is less than 90. So it is acute angle. We found that x and z are two acute angles. Okay, what about measure y? Yes, measure y is greater than 90. It is 110, which is greater than 90. What I mean by greater than 90? As we said before, that any angle greater than 90 is called obtuse angle. So when I see one obtuse angle and two acute angles in one triangle, then this triangle is called obtuse angled triangle. Okay, let's go to the third example. Here I have triangle MNL. Okay, measure M equals 80 degree, measure N equals 22 degree, and measure L equals 78 degree. So, what do we notice here? The three angles are acute angles. Acute angles means less than 90. Here 80 degree is less than 90 and 22 degree is less than 90, and also 78 degree is less than 90. So this triangle is called what? Of course, when I have three angles in the same triangle, acute angles, then this triangle is called acute angle triangle. Okay, now before saying the types of the triangles according to the lengths of its sides, let's do more practice on the smart board. خلينا ناخد أمثلة أكتر on the smart board. Okay, now let's take some more examples. But before taking examples, let's revise on what we took today. Let's revise on the three types of angles. The first type is acute angles. Who can tell me what are the acute angles? Acute angles means less than 90 degree. Less than 90 degree. Means that any number, any angle less than 90 degree, it is an acute angle. Like what? Like 10 degree, 20 degree, 30 degree, 40 degree, till I reach 80 degree. Second type of the angles is obtuse angle. Who can tell me what is the obtuse angle? Obtuse angle means greater than 90 and less than 180. Again, obtuse means greater than 90, less than 180. Example, what? Example, 170 degree. 170 degree, yes, it is obtuse angle because it is greater than 90 and less than 180. Okay, the third type of the angles is right angle. What is the right angle? Right angle means 90 degree. It means they must be perpendicular to each others, like this. This is the 90 degree. These two sides must be perpendicular with each other, perpendicular to each other to form 90 degree. And the right angle must be exactly 90 degree. If I have 91, no, it is not right angle. It must be exactly 90 degree. Okay, now let's see these examples. The first example, here I have angle, its measure is 40 degree. Another one, this angle, its measure is 120 degree. Who can tell me what is the type of this angle? Yes, 40 is less than 90 or more than 90. Of course, 40 is less than 90. So, the type of this angle is acute angle. Okay, what about the second one? This angle, its measure is 120 degree. 120 is less than 90 or more than 90. Of course, 120 is more than 90. So, when it is more than 90, then it is called what? Yes, it is called obtuse angle. Okay, let's see another one. Here, the third angle is 90 degree. 90 degree means what? Means that the two sides are perpendicular to each other. When the two sides are perpendicular to each other, they form 90 degree. 90 degree means what? 90 degree means that it is right angle. Okay, now let's take another examples. Before taking another examples, let's revise on the three types of triangles according to the measures of its angles. What are the three types of the triangles? The first type is acute angled triangle, which is formed of three acute angles, like this. These are three acute angles. Second type is obtuse angled triangle. What is obtuse angle triangle? It is formed from one obtuse angle only, and the other two angles must be acute angles. What about the third type of the triangle according to its measures of its angles? The third type is right angled triangle, which is formed from one only right angle, which is 90 degree, and the other two angles must be equal or less than 90, which is acute angles. Okay, let's see these examples. The first one, here I have triangle. This triangle is called A, B, and C. Measure A equals 50. Measure B equals 50 degree. And measure C equals 80 degree. Who can tell me what is the type of this triangle? As I said before, to know the type of the triangle, don't see only one angle. No, you have to take a look at all the angles of the triangle. Let's see angle A. Angle A is 50 degrees. Is it acute or obtuse angle? Yes, 50 degrees is less than 90, so it is acute angle. Let's see the second angle, which is B. Measure angle B equals 50 degrees, which is also acute angle. Okay, what about the third angle? The third angle is also 80 degrees, which is smaller than 90. It is an acute angle. So here we have 3 acute angles. Then what is the name of this triangle? Of course, it is called acute angled triangle. Why? Because it has 3 acute angles which are less than 90. Okay, another one. Let's see this example. Now I think it's very easy to identify or classify the triangle according to its measure of its angles. Let's see this one. Here I have triangle. This angle is 100 degrees. First, what is the name of this triangle? It is X, Y, and Z. Triangle X, Y, Z. This angle is 100 degrees. This angle is 30 degrees. And this is 50 degrees. So, who can tell me what is the type of this triangle? As I said before, I must take a look at the 3 angles first before saying the type of this triangle. Okay, let's see. Angle X equals what? Angle X equals 30. 30 is smaller than 90, so 30 is an acute angle. Okay, what about measure angle Y? Measure angle Y is 100. 100 is more than 90 or greater than 90. When the angle is greater than 90, it is called obtuse angle. Okay, now what about the third one, measure Z? Yes, measure Z equals 50, which is less than 90 degrees, so it is acute angle. So we noted that we have 2 acute angles and 1 obtuse angle. As we know that if I have only 1 obtuse angle in the triangle, then it is called what? Yes, it is obtuse angled triangle. Okay, now I have finished my examples and let's continue. Okay, today we all know what are the triangles, and we also know the 3 types of the triangles according to the measures of its angles, and also we know what is the angles and the 3 types of the angles. Now I have finished my lesson today. Thank you, my dear students, and see you later.